Welcome to everyone, guys, and let's rock and roll. Let's rock and roll. So we're gonna see how this is gonna look like. So these last-minute picks and predictions are pretty much something I'm looking forward, gotta say. And this event, well, we only had two suspicious vein stuff, so yeah, don't forget to share this video. If you can, please do me a favor and share this video. It would mean a lot to me if it's okay for you. Then I'm going to go through the whole card play by play, and let's ride on a rolling, guys. I'm gonna have to watch those bookies websites. About Brave CF, I was like, nah, I didn't care too much. So let's rock it out with the card. Azamat Murzakanov versus Stefan Chukwi. I'm staying with Murzakanov to win for -190. Over 2.5 is -175. So, in general, I already told you that I'm pretty much looking forward to this fight. I already put money on Murzakanov. Fight doesn't go to decision. I actually think fight will not go to decision. So let me see Murzakanov inside the distance. Murzakanov inside the distance is +112. I actually like this odd pretty much, so I'm staying with the fact that I really like this odd and I wanna enjoy it. So about this matchup, it's not that I have the greatest dilemma, as Stefan and Chukwi didn't look good at the weigh-in. Also, fight starts round 3 is -105, which is kinda unexpected. But, okay. Murzakanov by submission, not seeing it. Simply not seeing it. Guido Canetti, Chris Moutinho. Canetti looked a bit of a skinny, but Moutinho is a favorite. I'm having Moutinho to win for -160. But I think Moutinho, at least I hope, Moutinho worked on his footwork and movement. I know my fans complained, and we've seen that against Sean O'Malley. This could go either way, but fight goes to decision makes sense. Moutinho Canetti. Goes the distance is 1 -105, as it's extremely hard to knock Chris Moutinho out. On the other side, it's not that Chris Moutinho is fishing for a knockout by any means necessary, but I think Moutinho decision makes sense to me. Also, Canetti decision makes sense, but Moutinho decision is +250. Unfortunately, the parlay I would put is I just don't see it happening because the problem with that parlay would be I don't know, risky play. Moutinho to win round 3 +110. That's a risky parlay, risky play, but if you want to risk, go for it. I mean, I can't prohibit you to risk if you wanted to, but I'm just saying that it's not something I'm pretty much looking forward to, those kind of but that's something if you really want to risk. But also Cody Brandage versus Daucha Ungiambula. Think I'm gonna go with Brandage. Cody Brandage to win for -110. No, for plus 110, sorry. Brandage to win. Brandage to win inside the distance. I like that. Brandage to win inside the distance. Fight goes to decision plus 110. Fight doesn't go to decision. Brandage inside the distance plus 330. Hello, mate. How's everything doing? Plus 330 for Brandage distance. Brandage versus Dalcha goes distance -150. Yes, good picks last week. Marina by decision, Omar inside distance, great place. Thank you, thank you. Last weekend I put money on Marina. I put money on Marina and Umar. This weekend I put money on Murzakanov and Ankalaev. So yeah, Nick Negumariano, I also picked him, but I didn't put him in my parlay. So thank you for positivity. Thank you for positive spirit you're spreading. And yeah, I will try this week to be, if I'm above 66%, I'm very happy. And last week I was above. Last week I had 3 misses, which is okay. Very much okay. Yeah, Brandish gonna be my pick here. Now, Miranda Maverick, Sabina Mazzo, Maverick to win. Maverick to win. Pick stays for -312. Maverick stays. Now, the next thing I wanna break down is how could Maverick win, but all those odds, oh man. Fight starts, round 3 is -360. That was sharp, smart calls, man. That was real value as a sharp gambler. Thank you, man. You can't get a good value here. Let me see. Mav decision. Fuck it, man. That's the only thing I see it coming. I don't see Maverick finishing her, so that's potentially the only thing that might happen. It's hard to see Maverick finishing this one. It's really much hard to see Maverick finishing this one. Really, really hard. So I don't know. I don't think we will get a plus value in this one. I'm thinking now. Risky play. Mav to win round 3. I think this is a senseless play, but I need to give you at least some plus value. But this is more of a, Maverick wins round 3 plus 140. That's like risky play if you really want to risk, but I don't know whether that risk makes much sense. It's, Maverick decision most probable to happen, and I don't know, can't give you plus value in this one. Kamala Kirk versus Damon Jackson. This is a pick 'em. Kirk to win. -110. Kirk was able to defeat Makvan Amerikani, so I don't see Damon Jackson submitting him. I say Kamala via decision. Like Damon Jackson, not an easy guy to finish. Kamala decision. Plus 250. That's something that pretty much makes sense to me, like Kamala to win via decision. That's something that pretty much makes sense to me. But at the end of the day, I'm still thinking like if Damon Jackson could pull out an upset, but less probable. Yeah, a lot of people are counting out Tony Ferguson against Chandler. I believe he gets it done. I want to see Tony Ferguson winning, but I hope Tony is going to forgive me because I picked against him, because I'm a die-hard fan of Tony, so if Tony wins, I'm going to be the happiest man on the planet Earth. I want to see Tony winning, really. I hope my prediction sucks for Tony, honestly. I just hope Tony pulls it out, but hardly. Let me see. Damon, Jackson, Kamala, Kirk. Nah, maybe over 2.5, but it's still a small odd. No. Don't see value in this one. Javid Bashkarat versus Trevin Jones. Javid Bashkarat. Javid to win. Javid to win for -150. Jones versus Javid, no distance. Jones versus Javid, no distance. Let me check. How much is no distance? Javid versus Jones, no distance. Fight doesn't go to decision, -165. I like that. Trevin Jones is extremely unpredictable, so no distance is, according to my mind, probably the safest way to play. But I need something riskier. I would say, how about Bashkarat via TKO KO? Javid via KO TKO is +330. After Daniel ripped it, I think he wins. Man, if Ferguson wins, I'm gonna be the happiest person on the planet Earth. Believe me. You know what I said in the prediction. I hope Tony Ferguson is going to forgive me because I picked against him. You know what I said at the end of the prediction. So I'm a die-hard fan of Tony. So yeah, like if you want to fish for plus, Javid via KO TKO should make sense for me. Or Javid inside the distance. But I'd rather go with no distance. Javid inside the distance. Nah, shit, man. Still shitty odd. +275. Chandler would be champion if he made Oliveira get up instead of going into his guard after dropping him. We'll see. Javid inside the distance, +275. That's okay. Then Jillian Robertson versus Jj Aldrich. Jj Aldrich to win for +110. Met Guido the other day, so I'm gonna bet him. Oh, good luck with that. I took it as an omen to root for Guido. Let's go. Yeah, Chandler is on a 2-fight losing streak. True, he is. Jj Aldrich decision. How much is a Jj Aldrich decision? That is something that might give you more risk, but Aldrich is already an underdog. Aldrich. Jj Aldrich decision is +215. I like this odd. I don't think Jillian Robertson gonna submit her. Makes no sense to me. Like, even Aldrich via stoppage, hardly, very hardly. Aldrich versus Robertson over 2.5 is -125. I like that one too. Ferguson's last win was a 238, and he's been getting better in every fight since. I just hope Ferguson is gonna pull this out. If he wins, I'm gonna be the happiest man on the planet. Carl Robertson by submission round 2 and 3. Okay, I'm gonna check it out for you now. Robertson submission. Robertson submission is... Robertson by submission plus 800. Robertson by submission round 2 plus 3200. Robertson submission round 3 plus 5000. Huge odds. Very much of a massive ones. And let me see. AJ Fletcher versus Matthew Semelsberger. Khalil has no ground game. No, he doesn't. No cardio too. Even Tony beat Cowboy. The striking exchanges were competitive. That's true. AJ Fletcher versus Matthew Semelsberger. I'd say over 2.5. That is my primary pick. And of course, if I must pick a side, I'm going to go with Matthew. But over 2.5 is plus 135. Matthew to win is minus 195. Like, over 2.5 is bringing plus value, so if you want to play a bit trickier. But AJ Fletcher stands the chance again, 8-inch of a reach advantage on the end of Matthew Semelsberger. But you never know, AJ Fletcher looked, he looked like a Musselberg. He looked like a muscle mountain. He was so big heading into that battle. So needless to say that it really looked really looked massive. So Matthew to win minus 195 gonna work for me. Now I'm gonna hold on prelims. I'm discussing prelims until minute 18. Then main card until we'll see how long we're gonna take at the main card. Pereira versus Bruno Silva. No distance is shitty odd. Pereira versus Silva, no distance is minus 650. Could Blindado knock him out? Yes, but it's less likely to happen. Chandler won round 1 against Jj Olives. Almost beat Olives. KO'd Hooker around the same time Tony was getting dominated by Olives. Let me see. Pereira, KO, TKO. Minus 135. Okay. AJ Force Bond. Pereira, KO, TKO round 2. Okay, I'm gonna go with that. Pereira, KO, TKO round 2. Plus 550. What do you think, guys, about Drew Dober fight? No distance is my pick. Fight not going the distance. Dober could knock him out. McKinney could knock him out too. Alex Pereira is very good odds to win. Minus 190 is good odds to you. If minus 190 is good odds, then great, man. Pereira to win. Minus 190, I agree. I think Drew Dober round 2 or 3. I think Drew Dober versus Terence McKinney fight not going the distance. Somebody gonna get smoked. Just a matter of time. It's matter who. If Alex Pereira wins round 1, it's plus 175. Drew Dober, Terence McKinney. No distance. Dober versus McKinney. No distance is minus 280. My pick McKinney because he is an underdog. Plus 165, I believe. If I must pick a side only. That's only if I must pick a side. No, plus 145. What the heck? The line has moved. I think Drew Dober will KO. Let me see. Dober vs. Dober KO TKO. Let me check Dober KO TKO. Plus 150. It's okay. Let me see McKinney inside the distance. So both odds like inside the distance or KO TKO makes sense. McKinney inside the distance. Plus 200. It's plus 200. Dober fought Islam for 3 rounds. He nearly went full distance. Yeah, nearly. The guy is a cardio beast. But there is one problem. Islam is a better grappler than anybody in the division. But Islam is not a hard hitter. And Terence McKinney knows to put people to sleep. You can see this from his previous records. And you can see this from his previous outings. So... But yeah, the Dober could knock him out cold too. Like if you want to play, pick a side and pick KO TKO. As McKinney KO TKO also makes sense. Dober KO TKO makes sense too. Gotta say. Pretty much gotta say that all of that makes a lot of sense to me. Yeah, all of that makes a lot of sense to me. Now let's see the next fight. Robertson round 3 junior. I don't know, man. I would stay away from this fight, honestly. I don't know. Kali round 3 is so unpredictable. If Robertson drags the fight to the ground, gonna be a problem for him. Gonna be a problem for round 3. Robertson inside the distance, plus 175. Robertson to win, minus 130. Am I wrong for thinking Burns would beat Colby? No, you're not wrong. I think the same. I also think Burns has decent chances against Chimaev. Let's say Khalil KO TKO. Yeah, Khalil has no ground game at all, but Robertson versus Khalil, I would stay away from that fight for betting, honestly. That is, I'm not sure about that fight. That is the fight I would honestly stay away of, because round 3 is so unpredictable. Where is round 3 KO TKO? Plus 215, which is very much probable. Yon Kutalaba made easy work of round 3. Yes, I've seen that. Yon Kutalaba fucked him up pretty badly. So that's really something. We wanna discuss. So he fucked him up pretty much badly. That's true. Alex Caceres, Sodiq Yusuf. Now you're gonna say I'm insane. Caceres to win, plus 210. I think Burns is the hardest possible fight for Hamzat besides Usman. He would easily manhandle Colby. There's like 25-pound weight difference. Caceres to win, plus 210. Caceres decision. I like Caceres decision too. Plus 425. And I like Yusuf KO TKO. I like Yusuf via stoppage too, which is plus 180. But if you ask me about my pick, Caceres all the way. And I know I'm gonna get heavily criticized for that. And okay, you have all the rights to criticize me, because only a fool would pick Caceres, as Sodiq Yusuf is a hard hitter, hard-hitting hillbilly. But if the fight advances into later rounds, Sodiq Yusuf gonna guess. So it would give a chance to his opponent, Alex Caceres. Just got to say, it would really give a chance to his opponent. But again, that's something That's something. I think Yusuf round 1. Yusuf round 1 also makes sense. It's pretty much something that makes sense in the first place. Then the next pick is going to be Moraes versus Yadong. Yadong to win, minus 260. Moraes versus Yadong, no distance. Let me see how much is the pick for fight not going the distance. Minus 250. What's the best fight? Any big names? Moraes Yadong is a big fight, and also Ankalaev Santos is a big fight. Other than that, I don't see like very, very big fights. Maybe Drew Dober from big names. Alex Pereira, Bruno Silva is a notable one. Jillian Robertson is a vet, but other than that, nah, not much of a big names. Jj Aldrich is famous. Let me see. Yadong versus fight starts round 2. Fight starts round 2. Yadong versus Moraes. Minus 1, I know. Yadong via KO, TKO. I also like that odd. Shitty odd, man. Seems we're not gonna get a plus value in this one. Some of those fights could be a banger, young cats trying to prove themselves. Yes, they could. Let me try with Yadong round 1. Yadong wins in round 2. Plus 450. I got to risk because odds are kinda super shitty. Got to tell you, odds are kinda super shitty here. So you got to risk. And I'm not the greatest fan of that much risking, but it is what it is. I mean, that's the way it goes. Anyway, that's the way it goes. So it's not like, it's not something that it's not something that could go to the next level, guys. Like, yeah. Trevin Jones is underdog. Yes, he is. Didn't he knock out Timur Valiev and Mario Bautista? Valiev fight was overturned. I know he did, but that fight was overturned. So yeah, that fight was overturned. Hold on, I'm thinking. Just a second. Yeah, that's around it. Nothing else that I see. Ankalaev to win is minus 525. Fight starts round 5. Ankalaev versus Santos. Fight starts round 5 is plus 100. There you come to plus value. Ankalaev decision. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Ankalaev decision. Plus 140. Travis style isn't sustainable. He can't be a Derek Lewis. Over 3.5 rounds is my pick. Let me see over 3.5. over 3.5. Over 3.5 is minus 125. Actually, my pick for Javid Trevin is no distance. Ankalaev will benefit going 5 rounds. It will give him experience. Probably yes. So that's one of the reasons why if I have to risk, I go with fight starts round 5. So hold on. McKinney plus 145. McKinney plus 145. Hold on, what else? Caceres plus 210. And I need something else for round robin. Like 3 parlay round robin. Well, Jj Aldrich. Plus 110. Ankalaev will benefit Santos. He's not explosive anymore and has changed his style. He went 5 with Walker and Jones, so he knows how to fight at that pace. Yes, he knows. He changed his fighting style a lot. That's true. He changed his fighting style a lot. Significant. It was a significant change in his fighting style. So went 3 with Rakic. Pereira KO. I agree. I agree with Pereira KO. Just 1 second. Just back in 1 minute. I need to take my meds. I will do it very quickly, guys. Just 1 second. Like in 1 minute, I'm getting back. Give me just 1 minute, please. Then I'm getting back to chit chat. Alright, guys, here I am. Okay, here I am. So, I'm around. Okay, there we are. That's me. Let's rock and roll. Sorry, I'm a bit sleepy, so don't take it personally, nothing personal against you. I just need to take my meds on time, so I can function normally. These meds are actually helping me function normally in general. This fight card is looking pretty much awesome. So, like, those last minute picks and predictions are gonna give us, I believe we're gonna see a lot of toss-ups. Like, please proceed with the questions. Like, tomorrow morning I'm gonna record big UFC predictions. I'm going to record those predictions tomorrow morning, as I was really much busy these days, and I really didn't have much of a time to record. But I promise that I will record. I promise that I will record ASAP tomorrow. And also about this upcoming fight card, I'm eager to say that we might see a lot of fights going the distance. Like, there is a possibility of going the distance in many matches. For example, Canetti Moutinho could go the distance easily. Mev Mazo, Damon Jackson, Kamala Kirk, Robertson Aldrich, even Semelsberger Fletcher. Then Caceres Yusuf, Ankalaev Santos. I say plus 5.5. fights will go the distance. Yeah, agreed, Cowboy. Lots of fights will go distance as it is low level card. I'm covering the whole card tomorrow. Yeah, I will do live reactions for the whole card tomorrow. Yes, I'm covering. These fighters are not getting paid enough to put on finishes. Well, I assume they are going to fight for 50K bonus, so that's something they want to enjoy, 50K is... oh, no problem, Big Papa. Tomorrow I'm following the whole UFC. I have UFC on Fight Pass. I have main cards on my TV, which I pay to my ISP. So like $50 per month, the best the best $50 that I spend. Yeah, thank you, friend. Thank you so much. The best $50 I spent. So believe me, if I could choose between this and those $50 and living in the street, I would choose those $50 because these are the best $50 I'm spending on the UFC. For Ankalaev, the fight will go to decision. It will go inside distance on his terms. Unfortunately for old man Santos, he has no control on what's going to happen. I don't see Santos winning. I actually put money on Murzakaev and Ankalaev, but I'm not favoring Russian fighters that much, no. But I just that's how it played out, because Ankalaev, for me, is a very, very prospective guy, and I see him as a potential champ, and I believe Murzakanov could outwork Chukwi. I think Murzakanov can win Chukwi. He will control him with takedowns. Well, the guy fought for 5 rounds versus Jones, but after that fight, he changed. He is not the same guy he used to be anymore, so I do have a feeling that something very, very big might be coming in the future. When it comes to Magomed Ankalaev, I really think we might see some big changes. Ankalaev only controls opponents on grounds and throws shots. Well, yeah, true. Ankalaev never goes for submission. His position over submission. Of course, he is from Dagestan. Santos is going to get ragdolled all over the mat. Ankalaev rarely goes for the finish. He might be fainting a lot, and he might be doing tricky shots. But if there is one thing Ankalaev is not going to do, that's going for the submission, because no way he goes for the submission. Even on the feet, Ankalaev could piece his foes up. On the feet, yeah, I do think he might do a wonderful, wonderful job on the feet. So really much depends, guys. But from what I've seen, I believe that Ankalaev is going to score another very much easy win. I don't see Santos knocking him out. Low-key, think he might be the best light heavyweight in the UFC. Agree. At the moment, Ankalaev is a potential new champ, but we will see now. If Prochazka smokes out Teixeira, then he will have a hard time against Prochazka. High-level IQ. But with Prochazka, you can't fight for 3 rounds, man. You can't fight for 5. It's impossible against Prochazka because the guy wants to brawl. What do you think about Javid? Well, I think he has decent chances to defeat Trevin Jones, but I need to see... I watched him at Contender Series and he scored a stoppage, but I need to see one Javid's fight in UFC so I can judge about him further. At Contender Series, he was very, very good, so let's see. It's gonna be, that fight could go either way. Jones has knockout power, Javid has knockout power. I believe Javid is better on the ground, but again, These two guys are definitely gonna put on a show. They will definitely try to piece each other up. So from what I'm seeing, I want that fight to last, but it's not gonna last for 3 rounds. I don't see it lasting for 3 rounds. No. I put money on Ankalaev and Murzakanov. No. Javid fight, I would rather pick no distance than Javid to win. Cody Brandage Wrestling will make Dalcha tired. For that fight, I picked Cody to win. Dalcha will go to Eagle FC. Many fighters will go to Eagle FC. Eagle FC is progressing. Eagle FC is getting, getting better and better. So I think everybody who lives UFC, Bellator, or promotions like this might discover a piece of happiness in Eagle FC. I want to put the odds on Ankalaev are very low. Ankalaev decision is a decent odd. That's like plus odd. I just played a straight play on Ankalaev and Murzakanov. It was minus 170 Murzakanov and it was minus 480 Ankalaev. But I put that on Tuesday. Now line is even more wider. So a line is even wider now. So back then it was like fair parlay to deal with, but nowadays it's even worse, pretty much even worse. But in general, the truth is that yes, have Ankalaev. No, I have Ankalaev straight. That's what I have. If I must plus Ankalaev, then Ankalaev decision. If I must plus... no, Ankalaev decision. No, Ankalaev decision if I must go for plus. Straight win, straight parlay, like just Ankalaev to win and Murzakanov to win is my bookie pick. But do you think Tego's knee injury sapped him of his power? Yes, absolutely yes, Charles. How's the money doing, by the way? I would rather go with Ankalaev decision if I must pick a method, but again, it depends. If Ankalaev holds him on the ground, it depends. Jj Aldrich, Jillian Robertson is plus 100, fight goes the distance in UK. Really? Aldrich to win for plus 110. Sorry. Hey, Robert. I saw you interviewed the pound for pound king, Javaski Betley. I interviewed. Well, when I can do interviews, when I have time, I do it. He should be fighting Terence Hodges next, as much as I know. Yeah, I had an interview. I haven't been reaching much to fighters because, all the obligations. This was a tricky week for me. How are you doing, by the way, friend? Yadong versus Marlon. Fight end with KO TKO. How much is odd to that? Hold on. Yadong versus Marlon, no distance, absolutely. I agree with fight not going the distance. Let me see. Fight ends via KO TKO. Either fighter to win by KO TKO minus 150. Good odd. I like that odd more than a fight not going the distance. Either to win with KO TKO for Yadong versus Marlon. I really like that. Because that's probably going to happen. Either Marlon is gonna knock him out inside round 1, either Yadong is gonna make Marlon guess and stop him in round 2 or 3. You think Song will win the 50k bonus? No, because you know what is the problem with that fight? The problem with that fight is the fact that it will hardly go the distance. Hello, MJ. The problem with that fight is the fact that it will hardly go the distance. And it's actually a big problem because it's hard to go the distance with Marlon Moraes because he wants to finish you by any means necessary. And Song Yadong is a cardio beast. If Marlon Moraes guesses out, that's the end of the road for him. That's how much I can say. If he guesses out, that's the end of the road for him. That's one and only thing I can say right now. So KO TKO works for me pretty much. Yeah, I had an interview with Javaski Battley. I give a chance to everybody and see. Fletcher's chances. Not bad. The problem is 8-inch reach advantage. That is the problem. People can make some good money with parlays tomorrow because fights are 50-50 odds. Majority of them, yes. Majority of fights are like 50-50. Especially that fight, Carl Robertson versus Kali round 3. I would never bet on that fight. It's too scary for me. That fight is too scary for me. It's not scary. It's like scary, man. That fight is scary. Ankalaev versus Santos plus 2.5. I'm betting on Semelsberger. Semelsberger is my pick too. Plus 2.5. Let me check the odd. Ankalaev Santos plus 2.5. Fair odd. Minus 150. That's a good odd. That will definitely go over. Yeah. I have to agree with that. Matthew Semelsberger is having massive reach advantage, which for me should be enough to give him the edge. But again, I mean, both fighters are tough. I like in that fight starts round 3, Semi Dojedi and AJ Fletcher. I really like fight starts round 3, as Semelsberger is extremely hard to finish, but his opponent might actually give him a hard time. Please don't forget to share this live if you can, guys. So I'm gonna stay a bit more, so please don't forget to share it, and if available, share this live, and let's enjoy. So ask me some if you have some questions. Let's break everything down all together, you know. I like to enjoy with people who know everything about the topic, and I see that majority of you are pretty much into this sport, or pretty much. I want to bet $500. I have Azamat win and Ankalaev win. Which one fighter should I pick more? My picks are Azamat to win and Ankalaev to win. I don't know, man. I put money on both of them. Yes, let's do it. Let's say I have more confidence in Ankalaev. But I'm telling you, I put both fighters in my parlay. Ankalaev to win and Murzakanov to win. So it's a hard question. That's a hard question. Man, I think I believe more in Ankalaev, but I think Ankalaev is a future champ. So Let's say I believe more in Ankalaev. I wouldn't put money on Murzakanov if I don't believe that he was gonna win, so... But again, with betting, Santos isn't as explosive anymore. I really believe Ankalaev is going to be the champ at 2023. I really think he has the best potential of the division. He literally has everything. He's got a lot to offer, so... Santos relied on his explosions before the knee injuries and lack of intense training. Well, Santos is gonna become daddy soon, so there is always a chance it might inspire him, so... Ankalaev go over around 2.5. That is good pick, if you ask me. But it depends. If Ankalaev drags him to the ground, he won't be fishing for a KO or a finish. I don't see this going for a KO or finish. I see Ankalaev mauling his opponent on the ground. I don't think he will go for the submission. He is more of a control fighter on the ground. And in the stand-up, he knows to trade bombs, which we've seen in the match against Jon Cutelaba. But Santos isn't Cutelaba. He changed his fighting style. Now Santos is more of a point fighter nowadays. He's more of a point fighter, and he's got very much of a weird fighting style. So I think he dominates him 50-45. Can you predict the exact outcome? How much is the odd for that? I really wonder. Ankalaev earned the Master of Sport in MMA from the great Fedor Emelianenko. Yes, he did. Ankalaev, they say, is one of the best in the gym. Ankalaev Yeri coming up soon. Oh, yes, it is coming. Santos minus 5.5, handicap plus 205. I actually like that. No, sorry. Santos plus 5.5 points handicap plus 205. Sorry, it's not. I'm gonna delete this one. That handicap is not bad at all. What do you think? I didn't even know that they allow you to play such types of parlays. It's a bit surprise to me. I haven't seen it coming. That's what it means. I hope you understood, because if I start speaking, maybe you're not going to understand, so I wrote it. Oh, I see. So Ankalaev would have to win 50-44. All judges should give him 50-44, so very good bet that is. Yes. It seems they so much believe in Ankalaev to win via extreme domination. Which is kind of weird for me, at least in the first place. That is kind of very much weird. I mean, to me that doesn't make much of a sense. Because, yeah, very good bet that is. It is awesome bet. It is awesome bet, yeah. I like that bet. It is pretty much awesome. Just best fight odds, and it depends on your bookie. I mean, at my local bookie, you have to go to the bookie and ask for those kind of odds, and they are going to give you the odd. We have decimal odds here, like here we have, for example, 200 equals plus 100. You know, that's how we don't have fractions. I think 2-1, I think. Local bookies suck so bad. Well, yeah, they don't give you good odds. They usually don't give you good odds, but in my state, you can only pick a side. I mean, I live in Serbia, and MMA betting is so shitty. You can only pick odds. You can only pick a side, which kind of sucks. But you have 2-3 local bookies, so you go and you say, listen, I want to play, for example, this and this fighter to win knockout round 3. And they say, okay, sit and wait. Write your parlays, sit and wait. You wait for like 5-10 minutes. They give you the odds, make you a ticket, and yeah, restrict you from parlays. Yeah, that's true. But you wait for 5-10 minutes, you write on the piece of paper, you wait for 5-10 minutes, they give you odds, and you you get a ticket. You get like a ticket. So electronic bookies are kind of shit in my state, but that's why I go face to face, in person. I wouldn't mess with the Serbian bookie. I know, man. You can only pick a side. For example, if you play via internet, you can only pick a side, and it kind of sucks. So I go to Meridian and say, hey, I want to play this. Can you please give me odds? No problem. I wait 5-10 minutes. They give me odds, put money, and that's it. So, yeah, but it kind of sucks, man. In USA, it's way better. Everything is better in USA. Even people in USA, UK, you have no restrictions at all, man. In such a liberal world, people are so different, man. But so many restrictions here, but it's okay, We have our local bookies and that's it. But kind of picking a side sucks on many occasions. It's so hard to pick a side. Some fights are 50-50. How can you pick a side? Come to USA, work visa, I own a business, I hire you. Well, maybe when I recover from my sickness, I will think about it. I just need to recover from my sickness, and the whole 2022, I must take some meds which are pretty much expensive, so the state is covering 60% of my how you say, the state is covering 50% of my taxes for medications, which is kind of okay. I mean, but you think about Gary Toman getting KO'd. Great victory by Tan Lee. He knocked him out cold with a punch on the mat. So when I cure my sickness, if I cure it, I'm thinking of changing the place where I live. For now, it's not that bad in Serbia. Now it's not that bad, but I want to see a different world. That's true, because here people kind of don't understand me here. They're so. It's not what I was looking forward to. It's no, it's not what I was looking forward to. It's pretty much something I ain't got used to. But that's great, if I work out my visa, it will be awesome. Yeah, thank you, man. Like the whole 2022, I will have to take meds, so I can travel, but I must carry my meds with myself. So it's like it kind of sucks, but I hope one day I'm gonna beat this, and I hope I'm gonna be healthy one day. But everybody is having a hard time from time to time. We all we all deal some kind of a stress in our lives. I will get better one day. So you guys are awesome. I mean, I met so many lovely people all around the globe thanks to this amazing internet. You just sit at your home and you meet people all around the globe. It's awesome. It really is awesome. I know how I would have never known how things function all around the globe if there hasn't been this internet. And now I know that there are different people. Go vegan diet. Actually, I don't eat much of the meat. I very rarely eat meat. I'm a blood type A minus, so I very very rarely eat meat. Like maybe once per week, maybe. I prefer plants, especially fruits and vegetables. I'm a diehard fan of fruits and vegetables, and especially there is one thing I really really like. It's kiwi, man. It's kiwi. It's vegetarian pizza. It's all that has fruits and vegetables. I'm like, don't even eat much of the sweets. No, not much. Mm. But the problem is these meds are killing my appetite, so I don't eat too much. Also, I'm eating less than I used to. Good meat is bad for us. Human not supposed to eat meat. I eat it very rarely. My blood type is rejecting meat. I'm A minus, so my blood type is rejecting meat. I very, very rarely eat it. You look 32 years old. I'm 34. I'm 34 years old. What is your sickness? Could you beat it naturally? No, I can't. It's progressive anxiety disorder. It's the combination of PTSD and anxiety, so it's pretty much tricky. Pretty much tricky to beat, so not going to be an easy one. Because I must take those meds, or I'm having hallucinations, or I'm hearing weird sounds. It's kind of hard, very hard. That's good. You're getting healthy and look younger than actual age. Thank you. But if I don't take meds, I have hallucinations. I hear things that don't happen, etc., etc. So I can't beat it naturally. I mean, I have never had a bad way of bad lifestyle, etc. No, it's just something that has to do with the brain and psychology, I guess. Hey, Niall, how are you, man? No, I'm just talking about my sickness, my progressive anxiety disorder. That's what I'm talking about. He asked me a question to explain what are the symptoms, and no, I can't beat it naturally, only meds. For now, only meds, maybe some other day. But if it's like PTSD, it's like interesting thing. Usually, war veterans have PTSD, and I haven't been in a real war, but there are some other things that left consequences. And anxiety is like, what is it? What is the symptoms? Well, if I don't take meds, I have hallucinations, I have blurred vision, I hear things that don't happen, my hands are shaking a lot, so I have tremor, how do you call it? Whole body is shaking, then dizziness, what else? I'm losing spatial intelligence, if you know what that means. Like I'm losing, how do you say that in English? I can't orientate well in the space. Not animals, just fish. I eat fish. Brain doctor I follow on Instagram. You should follow. I'm going to find his name. Brain doctor. Okay. Well, it's better, if I have to take them, better to take them. I mean, brain doctor, huh? I will check it out. Brain doctor. Brain doctor. Hold on, I will check it out. Hey, Ginge. Hey, I'm doing okay today. The brain doctor. Medical degree and PhD. Don't take them and go live. Huh. I must take them or I can't go live. I can't function normally. You exercise at home, which is very good for mental health. Well, it is. Yeah, I see. I found the brain doctor. Followed it. It would be the same like I say to you, don't take weed. You probably wouldn't listen to me, right? No, I didn't take them. I just took them before I went live. But I didn't take them during live. But it's interesting. If I tell you don't take weed, you would probably take it, right? So that's kind of the same thing. Just I don't smoke weed, though. Well, yeah, that's the same thing. And I'm feeling better when I take those meds. I'm not nervous. I'm not anxious. I'm kind of more relaxed. I don't even have back problems anymore since I'm taking them. I was having massive back issues before I started taking them. Now, when I'm taking them on a regular basis, my back don't hurt at all. Literally at all. My back pain stopped, 100% stopped, which is like a massive surprise considering that I couldn't sleep at night, that I was waking up, that I was constantly going. I was constantly going to toilet like every how do you say half an hour. No, I actually have it. This is interesting. My psychiatrist believes that I have PTSD because I was rejected. Because I was rejected by my family, because people didn't understand me, because I was rejected when I was younger. He believes my PTSD was caused at a young age because of some kind of rejections. And I didn't understand clearly what he was trying to tell me, because he believes those rejections didn't make the problem instantly. It was just gathering, and at one point, body started to show symptoms. And I'm like, okay, but does it make sense? I mean, PTSD is the sickness of war veterans. And he told me, no. Your PTSD was caused by rejection. Probably when you were younger, it's something from childhood or from early adulthood. And I was pretty much, shocked by that, because prior to that day, I was thinking that PTSD, that only people with, who have been in war get PTSD. Yes, I survived wars when I was a kid. I survived 2 wars, but, it was not that scary. I mean, it was scary, but not that much. I was a small kiddo when I survived them, so shouldn't be that dangerous. But I was having other kinds of issues, when I started doing this job, it probably made the situation worse because, how to say, some Yugoslavia war in 90s and bombing in 1999, those two wars. I just have to tell you that when I started doing this, when I became the Bulgarian Cowboy, a huge part of my family disowned me. And they were like, you betrayed your state. We don't want to have anything with you, etc., etc. I said, fine. I don't need you. They were like, what? I said, fine. I don't need you. I can live on my own. I don't need people who don't understand me, who don't support me in my life. But it was a massive blow, and later they tried to be in good relationships with me again, but that's not going to happen because this is job, man. If they want me to work a state job for a lousy salary with a fat guy who's gonna criticize me all day long because he's frustrated at his wife, that's not going to happen. I mean, I'd rather do a job which I enjoy. I mean, I'm a freelance writer, I'm a soccer referee. I don't even consider this a job. Hey, man. Hey, Robert. I don't even consider this a job. I consider this a way to enjoy. Anyway, I would watch UFC, And many times when I was trying to get a job, for web designer, for example, Sigma, thank you. Every time when I was trying to get a job, I go to conversation, and whatever I do, they don't give me a job. They always find an excuse not to give me a job. And they are like, in my state, if you're influencer, it's a big problem because people don't want to hire you. They think that you are not going to obey the rules, etc., etc. To some point, that's true. I can't obey the rules from some idiots who are going to block my online career because in many state facilities here, if you have a lot of followers on social media, it's going to be a problem. Doc Amen. Okay, I'm gonna find Doc Amen. Okay, Doc Amen. Doc Amen. I know, I've seen this. Doc Amen. Okay, I'm following. I followed him on social media. Doc Amen. That's interesting. I will have to follow this a bit more when I have time. Thank you for the recommendation. I followed Doc Amen. That's him, I think. Yeah, that's Doc Amen. I followed him. Thank you so much. I hate that when people cross the line, then everyone makes up for no reason. My family does that all the time with each other. It's so annoying. What do you think? Why I live alone? I live alone because I can't handle such situations. They are so, they disrupt me, man. I like to live peacefully, and my family is all around tension. They're so annoying, so unhappy with their lives, and that's one of the reasons. And I mean, my dad, my mom, they're okay. We see each other. I visit them on a weekly basis. We are in good relationships, but I'm talking about other members of my family. They are very annoying. They are extremely annoying. Other members of my family are pretty much annoying. And I broke all the contacts with them. When they disowned me for becoming the Bulgarian Cowboy, I was like, you want to disown me? Fine, we're done. And after maybe 1 year, when I became a bit, let's say, famous, they were like, oh, we made a mistake. Can we be like the way we used to be? I said, no, we can't. I said, no, we can't. Why do I need toxic people in my life? And really, toxic people are unnecessary parts of your lives. I was like, if you betray me for picking different flag of the state which is in European Union and NATO, if you disown me because of that, you are not the person who's gonna help me tomorrow. I mean, everybody has the right to choose freely. They believe that I live in a fantasy world, but man, in the USA you have the right to choose freely, so I don't see the problem. But here it's a problem because people here are so much narrow-minded. Especially in my state, people are so much narrow-minded. They don't understand that you have the right to have different opinion, that you have the right to live differently. Even like girls here, they're like, oh, you don't have a state job, you're a bum, I don't want to be with you. And when you become famous, oh, can you please give me another chance? I made a mistake. It's a mistake. I didn't mean to do that. And those fake excuses, apologies, and the cycle repeats over and over. But I just don't have nerves for that. I like to remove toxic people from my life, even if I'm alone 24/7. I'm not having that kind of a problem. That's so weird that they do that over some little bullshit like that. It is. It is. I'm not talking about my mom and dad. No, my mom and dad are okay. They are respectful. They haven't been respectful until they realized that this was my life choice. But other members of my family were like, "Oh, you betrayed your state," and yeah, people must be very patriotic. Majority of them, yes. And they're like, "But I'm half Bulgarian, man, and I have the right to choose which side am I gonna lean towards, and that's normal." They're like, yeah, for you it's bullshit, and for me it's bullshit, and I completely support you, man. I mean, we think the same, but people here don't think the same, and that's something that kind of irritates me. They're like very patriotic, yeah, but this is my free choice, my free will to survive. I have to pay my bills, man. I can't pay my bills from patriotism. That's not playing a good role anymore, and I've been on the wrong side 3 or 4 times in my life. I'm not going to be on the wrong side again. Never again. I just wanna, interact with people who understand me. Like, for example, in the USA, I have a feeling that 80% of people can talk normally with me, which is excellent. I know you told me that there are many weirdos, etc., which is okay. Which is okay to me. I respect different stuff. But here, if you don't follow like strict rules, they're like, oh, no, 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 you are not good enough. We don't want to be with you. Like here, when you reach the age of 30, you must get married and have kids. Otherwise, parents are going to blackmail you. They're going to pressure you. They're going to make all kinds of the excuses. The surround is going to pressure your parents. And when you move out, they will start crying. Literally, when you move out, they want to support you until the rest of your life so they can control you. But this is normal here. In USA, they tell you at 18, 20 years of age, they tell you, no, 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 go out, work, support yourself. You're a grown man, which is okay. Here, if you want to live on your own, they think you're a fool. They're like, oh, you don't live with your parents, you're an idiot, how can you do that? Who's gonna babysit your kids? Who's gonna be with you? Who's gonna cook for you? Why do I need all this stuff, man? I mean, I'm not an idiot. I know to cook, I know to clean, I know to repair things I have to know to repair. I don't know to paint, so it's not that I need them that much. Need them for some basic things, but who's gonna babysit your kiddos? That's the most important thing in my state. Man, you got the right to live the choice you want. For example, they also blackmail you, like, you must leave this job. They consider this a job, but I work 3 jobs, and they're like, you must leave your jobs. You must work in a company. You must play with the kids at home. I mean, come on, give me a break, man. Yeah, it's just a bullshit. The system here is bullshit. If you wanna live differently, everybody are criticizing you. Nobody wants to be with you. But when they find out that you can survive, then they like stop doubting in you and want to be your fake friends, which is like, it's all fake here, believe me. Alive, online, everything is different. No, everything is different. That's true. Everything is pretty much different, and I really much like that, because this is called respect. Like, we don't have to agree each other, but at least we respect different opinions. How many times we disagreed about bouts? Yeah, that's weird. But Robert, you and me, how many times we disagreed about bouts? I think 100 plus times. But we respect different opinions, and as much as I see in USA, different opinion is pretty much respected. But here, if you think differently, I'm not gonna say it's suicidal, but people will mostly think that something is wrong with you. But that's a weird society I live at. In Bulgaria, it's kind of different. They're not like you have the right to think differently. They are going to say like, you can you support yourself? Yes, you can. Okay, just work whatever you work and go for it. But here they still live in 90s, man. They have unrealistic expectations, and some people are born for something. Some people are not. I can't be, for example, I would never be able to be a mason, for example, because I consider that job I'm unable to do. When you push something like that, they're like, why are you doing something that nobody does? I'm doing something that nobody does because I got the chance to do it. Very simple. I mean, it's very simple. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to answer that question. Yeah, really. You don't have to be a rocket scientist to answer that question. But it's okay, It's okay. I live alone, so I visit my parents from time to time. We are in okay relationships. I'm not gonna say we used to be in bed now. We are in okay relationships, and that's it. That's so funny, bro. Everyone here thinks like USA is so patriotic, but no one hardly cares if you support the other side in a war and your family disowns you for wearing another flag in the Balkans. I know it's a parody, man, but that's how the life is here. I know it's parody, but everybody thinks in USA that people are patriotic, but they are like you do whatever you want, nobody gives a damn, which is excellent. That kind of society is a dream society for me. Just what you wrote. That's so funny, bro. Everyone here thinks like US is so patriotic. No one hardly cares if you support the other side in a war and your family disowns you for wearing another flag in the Balkans. Yeah. But in USA, nobody would care about that, which is awesome. They would say like, okay, this guy is different. Who cares? Maybe he does something different. But in USA, you have so many possibilities. Here, if you're different, you're instantly, a black sheep. If you're different, you're instantly a black sheep. But the society is problem. The society, all those roots, This used to be a communist state until the year 2000 when communism suddenly dropped. So to some point, I do understand it, but too much limitations, too many restrictions when it comes to thinking. They're like saying it's a free state. Yes, it is free state, but people still live in 1990s. That's the problem. I mean, laws have changed. Laws are way better now. They give you more freedom. You can do basically many things you want, but people's thinking is the problem. People think like we are still in the 1990s. And that's why I call my fans futurists. We march forward, we don't look back. and we are building something different. That's why I call my fans futurists, because we are ahead of time. Like, also that coach who shows me counter wrestling, that shows the coach of the Ankalaev gym, Itzko. He likes, for example, Jackson Wink a lot, but he's constantly watching MMA bouts. He has UFC on Fight Pass, and he's constantly watching bouts, working on wrestling, improvements, different angles, and he's a typical American coach. He coaches in Serbia, but he's a typical American coach when it comes to his fighting methods, to his fighting styles, to his fighters. I'm pretty much impressed with his level of dedication, for example. He's so much dedicated. And he always has areas to improve, which is awesome. Which is like, I have a feeling this is the American way of training. And thanks God there is a coach like that in Belgrade. Other coaches are like, no, I know everything. I'm the smartest. You can't say a damn thing. They know everything. They even don't let you express your own thoughts. They're like, they know everything and they are gods. Thoughts on Luis Sodana versus Bruno Souza. I actually think Sodana has decent chances to defeat Bruno Souza. Yet the problem with Bruno Souza is the fact that Bruno Souza will try to cut angles off and he will try to march forward. He has some similarities in fighting style to Jiri Prochazka. So Saldana likes fighting on the outside. So I believe Saldana will be fighting long range in that fight, which might be a problem in the later rounds if he starts to slow down. I want Saldana to win because Saldana is my favorite fighter at the moment, but not gonna be an easy fight. I hope for Saldana via decision. I really hope Saldana to win via decision. Maybe that's why Negumereanu just walks forward and throws hooks with the same entries. He thinks he has the best way of fighting. Maybe. Negumereanu is pretty much, how to say, Negumereanu is pretty much predictable fighter, but it seems it's working in the UFC. It seems it's working, man. I don't know how, but it's working. He has a very, very strong chin. Yes, Javid Bashkarat is making debut tomorrow. Well, I hope he's gonna pull out the victory. Yeah, Balkan fighting style. Well, he's a real example of Balkan fighting style, Niko Negumereanu. If we ignore his BJJ skills, he's like marching forward, throwing hooks. That's like if he lands, it's gonna land. If not, then he hits a strike to the chin. He's not moving too much laterally. I think Javid gonna win. Yeah, he's just blessed with the chin. He's got one of the greatest chins in the UFC alongside Blagoy Ivanov. But yeah, for example, in Balkan Peninsula, fighters don't feint that much. Like me, I mean, in Itzko's gym, in Ankalaev gym, they march forward, they go to the side a lot, they retreat. They have so many various fighting styles. But if anyone else did that except Blagoy Ivanov, they'd be KO'd. True, absolutely. Blagoy Ivanov and Niko Negumereanu have some of the best chins in the world, but let's be honest. If anybody else fights like that, he would have been knocked out. Also, Jiri Prochazka has a very, very good chin because nobody knocked him out cold in the UFC, which doesn't mean it's not going to happen. KO, James Vick style. Oh, man, James Vick has been floored many times. Many times James Vick has been floored. And, yeah. Which region of people has the strongest chin, in your opinion? Which region? I would say Balkan. Many people from Balkan Peninsula. If Yuri took those shots, he'd be out. Nightbot again. Sorry, friend. Nightbot again. Yeah, if Yuri took those shots, he would have been out. Yeah, potentially, yes. I think Balkan Peninsula has very, very strong chin. Eastern Balkan, yes. Eastern Balkan, probably. Junior Dos Santos in his prime had the best chin, took Kane's best shots, took Stipe's best shots in the first fight. Then it went downhill after that, too much damage absorbed. Yeah, it was too much of a damage. Was good. How are you, Side Jaga? How are you, man? Well, yeah, he took just too much of a beating, but Eastern Balkan, yes, they do have very strong chin. Romania, Bulgaria, Serbia, they have extremely, extremely strong chin, majority of their fighters. Not all of them, but Eastern Balkan offers very, very strong chin. Kutelaba also, Moldovan fighters. Kutelaba maybe no, but Spivak has a very decent chin. Romanov has strong chin. Who else can take a lot of shots? Generally, people from Balkan Peninsula, they can really, really eat enormous amount of shots. For example, Negumereanu. Blagoy currently has the best chin. Yeah, Negumereanu, for example, I don't know how he can take that much of a beating. That guy, Alexa Chamor, has strong chin. About Rakic, I don't know. Never been like seriously tested. Stefan Sekulic had very good chin. That's why Blagoy is Francis' training partner. Yeah, because of his chin. That's definitely because of his chin. His chin 100% rocks. One of the best chin boys in the UFC. Alright, guys, I will need to go now, as I have to ref a match tomorrow. Need to get up, need to get some self ready. Tomorrow I'm gonna release back UFC predictions, and tomorrow I'm covering UFC, so please stay tuned. UFC gonna be covered tomorrow, guys. Have a great day, everyone, and today I've literally been working a whole day, so kinda getting tired. Actually watched Ivasa Blagoy, and he ate those shots without being hurt. He outbrawled Ivasa, I couldn't believe it. Well, start to believe. Blagoy is the guy currently with the best chin, him and Negumereanu. Blagoy and Negumereanu. He has a better chin. Blagoy even the best chin I've ever seen. See you tomorrow. He has a better chin than Lewis too. Took Derek Lewis' best shots. Ilir Latifi has very strong chin. Who you got, Tai or Stipe? I'm gonna go with Tai to Ivasa. If that fight comes to fruition, I'm gonna go with Tai to Ivasa. Catch you tomorrow, guys, and good night to everyone. Took an overhand from JDS, didn't even wobble. Nah, he didn't. Night, guys.